This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and in this today's Racing Digest video, we're going to look at 3 horses worth playing in Kentucky Derby 2019 using today's Racing Digest numbers. So this is going to be our Kentucky Derby preview for the Digest. And speaking of the Kentucky Derby and today's Racing Digest, go over to today's RacingDigest.com if you want your Kentucky Derby Day Complete Digest from Churchill Downs. That'll be available after post positions are drawn. Kentucky Derby week at today's RacingDigest.com. Extensive coverage, including exclusive today's Racing Digest speed figures, workout analysis, handicapping analysis, and much, much more in that complete digest at today's RacingDigest.com. But let's look at the 3 horses to play in the Kentucky Derby using the digest numbers. And I'm going to use a speed, a stalker, and a closer, and we're going to look at a running style from each of those running styles and a horse that fits the pattern using the digest numbers. We'll start with the speed horse, and I think the best speed horse to play is Omaha Beach. He's probably going to be your slight favorite in the Derby. He has strong fire numbers and CPR ratings from today's Racing Digest. The fire number for today's Racing Digest is speed throughout a race. The CPR is the comprehensive performance rating, which takes into account pace, final time, and closing fraction. And Omaha Beach earned some strong numbers in the Rebel Stakes when he beat 2-year-old champion Game Winner that day. Then he came back in the Arkansas Derby and he beat another Bob Baffert runner, Improbable, by a length, getting the jump on that one. So the keys to his Kentucky Derby prep victories have been his tactical speed, and he's been able to get a jump on his main competition and win those races. Now he's bred to run on. He's got a nice long distance turf pedigree, and he's one that he could easily get the 1.25 miles. Mike Smith chose to ride him over Roadster. So Omaha Beach should be forwardly placed, and if he can get a jump on his main competition again, he could easily win the Kentucky Derby. Now we're going to look at a stalker worth playing in the Kentucky Derby. And I think from mid-pack, Improbable, who just finished second to Omaha Beach, is one of the better stalkers in the field, and he's going to offer value. Now, Game Winner for trainer Bob Baffert certainly is capable of winning the Derby, but I think Improbable, of the 3 horses that Bob Baffert has, Game Winner, Roadster, Improbable, I think he's going to offer more value. He's going to be the highest price, most likely, of the 3 runners. And he had a solid last fraction in the Arkansas Derby, 37.4 seconds. That was a strong effort from Improbable that day. He had the inside post, he was adding blinkers, he was fractious at the gate, outside speed favoring oval that day. Omaha Beach got the jump on him, so there was a lot going against him. He had never run on a wet track, he had never run with blinkers, he was fractious at the gate. He had to get away from the inside and move to the outside, and Omaha Beach has already been in a nice position, and Mike Smith made the winning move. But considering everything that happened to him, he was clearly second best. That was a decent effort. So now for the Kentucky Derby, he's taken the blinkers back off. New rider, Irad Ortiz Jr. He's a Grade 1 winner, and he's 1-for-1 at Churchill Downs. So Improbable at a price from stalking the pace from mid-pack looks like an interesting contender in the Derby. Finally, I think the best closer in the race is going to be Tacitus. Now, Tacitus was first in the Tampa Bay Derby and the Wood Memorial, so he's 2-for-2 this year. He has improving CPRs. As I mentioned, the CPR is the comprehensive performance rating, which takes into account pace, final time, and closing fraction. And the fire number and the CPR number are exclusive numbers to today's Racing Digest. He has a strong pedigree. He's 2-for-2 in stakes route races, Bill Mott and Jose Ortiz, so he's keeping his regular rider, Bill Mott, Hall of Fame trainer. So Tacitus, if the pace heats up, he's one that could certainly win the 2019 Kentucky Derby. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Derby Day full card, as I said, the Derby Day Complete Digest at today's RacingDigest.com. My full card from Churchill Downs will also be available at today's RacingDigest.com after post positions are drawn next week. That will wrap up this week's video. Everybody, good luck in the Kentucky Derby. Looking forward to the post draw, and then looking forward to Derby Day in general. It's going to be an excellent wagering day, and that you can't go without that complete digest. So go over to the digest, today's RacingDigest.com, to buy that on Kentucky Derby week. Until next week's stakes video, good luck at the races and good luck in the Kentucky Derby.